Here I am setting the sleeve into the bodice. So I have started off by matching up my underarm seams, and now I'm matching to my notches on the underarm section of the front of the bodice and the same on the back. So just pin everything together, and again I find a little kind of double stitch on the pin helps it to stay in better when you're dealing with tulle. Next, as with any sleeve, match up your sleeve head, ensuring the French seam on your shoulder sits towards the back. I'm just trying to find the notch on the top of my sleeve head. Which is there. Found it. There we go. There's my notch. I'm going to match that up with my seam on my shoulder. And we did our tight row, so now we basically gather it for a second time, and that will get rid of the ease in the actual lining layer of the sleeve. Okay, so I'm pinning all that together. And the same on the other part of the armhole. Tucking all that down in nicely. I'm just pulling my little bit of gather there. Get rid of my ease, and then pin that in place. Now I'm going to French seam the armhole. So that means when I go to sew this in the first time, I have to take half my seam allowance. So I have a centimetre seam allowance on my armhole, so I need to just take 0.5. Okay, so like with any sleeve, I start underneath the arm, and I'm taking 0.5 seam allowance, and I have my garment wrong sides together to start off with. The back tack. And very important to watch all your layers here and make sure that you keep everything flat. The handy thing is you can actually see them all because they're all see-through. So just to make sure that you've no pooks or tulls, tucks or little pulls or pleats or anything like that. And I'm just taking off 0.5 of a centimetre. So the tulle can easily turn in on itself underneath. So as I say, make sure to keep everything flat, and you're constantly checking what's going on all the layers as you work your way around. You really have to do this very slowly, because it can so easily create a big tuck on you or something, and that's just not what you want, because otherwise you'll have to rip out and go back. And with the tulle, it's so delicate that you really don't want to have to be ripping anything, because it can tear so easily. That's the last thing you want. So I'm making sure as I go that everything is sitting nice and neat. So I do not want to have to do this again. I'm working my way around. If I see a tuck, I'm lifting my foot and I'm using the pin to kind of sort it out. And we're there. And we're going to get rid of a lot of those threads now in a minute. Okay, and I'm just right down to the bottom, to the underarm again. And one small little back tack and lift out. Cut those up nice and neat. Okay. So we're going to try and get rid of as many of these lines here as we can. So again, gently pull out those gathering lines, because otherwise everything can still be seen. You can still see all of those stitches. All of those threads. That one is actually inside, so I'm using a pin to be able to get at that. I'm not going to waste time on the video doing that now, so actually I'm not going to get it from there. It's actually a job you can go back and do afterwards, to be honest. Oh, come out there. I'm looking pretty good now at that stage, to be honest. And now we need to do the other half of our French seam. So turn the whole thing through. And now we have the wrong side on the wrong side of our sleeve. I'm going to pop all of that in there. So what I've done is I've pushed my sleeve right through, so now I have it sitting right sides to right side. And you can do the other half of your French seam. And as you're sewing the French seam, again, you're constantly checking to make sure that nothing is sitting incorrectly. You want to make sure everything is sitting flat. And making sure all your gathers are sitting the way you want them, but they're not sitting at a funny angle. And you're just using up then the other 0.5 of the seam allowance, so that you will have, by the end of the 2 seams, you've taken your full 1 centimetre. And again, trim off. Constantly tidy up your work. And there you have it. One cloud sleeve.